Kim Kardashian may be getting back into the dating life, with the reality star teasing a new man only known by the pseudonym Fred in the preview for next week's episode of The Kardashians. The new episode, entitled Don't Want It, Don't Need It, I'm Done, features a preview for the third episode where Kim teases her potentially new man. The preview begins with Kim, 42, whose $600 gift basket to La Mayor Karen Bass was sent back to her, having dinner with Scott Disick, where she tells him, "My friends wanted me to meet someone." Disick then kept up the air of mystery, adding, "Let's call this guy Fred. Does he meet the standards?" "Oh, he so meets the standards," Kim says as she's seen in confession texting with someone who she confirms is Fred. A producer adds, 2 years my age, likely a reference to Kim's comments on Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop podcast in late December where she said, "I'm taking my time. I really do want to be single for a few years." Still, while nothing further was revealed about Fred in the preview, it remains to be seen how much more is revealed in the third episode next week. The episode begins where the season 3 premiere left off, with Kim Kardashian crying while talking to her mother Kris about her divorce from Kanye West. "I don't want to be part of this narrative, and it's like, when is this ever gonna end? Like it never will, and I'm stuck with this for the rest of my life," Kim says, adding she was so overwhelmed. Kris adds that she can't control somebody else, adding that Kanye doing this to himself. But Kim says this is affecting their 4 children too: North, Chicago, Saint, and Sam. Of course it does. It just is really crazy. Kim tells Kris that if Kanye were to hit rock bottom, that's his journey that he needs to figure out on his own. "I used to run around and call everyone behind his back and be like, 'It's gonna be okay, don't worry, just give him another chance.' I used to spend hours and hours and hours of my days as the cleanup crew," Kim says. Kris mentioned that is why she divorced him, and Kim says she doesn't have that energy anymore. And Kris added, "Nobody does, and you never deserve to live like that." Kim adds in confession, "It's the hardest feeling to watch someone you really love and you have a family with just be so different than who you knew." Kris mentions that she's sure Kim and Kanye's 9-year-old daughter North is hearing something about her father, and maybe she won't say it. Kim clarifies she actually doesn't know, and that's what makes it so crazy. "When stuff is said, it's a chain to my whole household: no TV, only Apple TV. I can't risk Access Hollywood coming up next or anything on the news coming up with their dad mentioned and they want to watch. They still haven't seen anything, but I go into crisis mode."